You already know what time it is. It's your favorite sports podcast, Disqualified Opinions. And like I always say, our opinions are validated. We are back for another week of that great sports talk, especially talking about the NFL. I'm your host, BKD. Of course, I'm here, not alone, in the man cave. DC, what's up with you, bro?
What's going on, fellas? How y'all feel today?
Man, you know what it is. What's going on, Rouse? How you feeling?
Free Mello.
Bro, you good?
Man, you know what it is. We here doing the thing, making it do what it do.
Let's get straight to it.
You all right?
Say less. What week are we in? It's moving
Week
too
10,
fast.
baby. Week 10.
Already?
Double digits.
Is week 10 already?
Yes, it is.
How the season shaping up for you so far, DC?
Well, for me personally, it's not looking too great. But as far as last week goes, I did finish tied for first with my man Riles over here.
That's what's up.
Me and Riles both went 9-5. BKD, you went 7-7. Rel, you went 6-8.
Terrible.
That Jaguars pick my shit up.
Yeah.
And you picked the Giants. I don't know what you was on.
I did that.
Yeah, you did that.
And
That
Danny,
was me?
Yeah, I don't know what was up with you.
That's crazy.
You look good early on, though.
Man, so
Yeah, they look
overall,
like they might have won early on, but
then the Black
Cowboys
Cat came
have
out.
also
Yeah.
started out slow pretty
I
much.
ain't gonna lie.
a lot.
I'm about to
Black-
say, yeah,
Black
that-
Cat came
that-
out. It
That
over
game
for
was
them.
very misleading. That game was very misleading. That's all I'm gonna say.
The final score was
misleading.
Yeah,
Yes,
facts.
very. Yeah, you go.
Overall in the season, Riles is 89-45-1. Byron, you're 84-50-1. Rel, you're 81-53-1. And I'm 79-55-1.
Still a long way to go.
Yeah.
Long way to go. We got
8
another
weeks.
Comeback season,
another
baby.
7
8 weeks
after.
counting this week.
Yeah.
And this is when the season really...
These games
Yeah.
are the interesting ones to pick. It'll be a lot of tough decisions made
It's
this
a comeback.
I mean, we ain't all
I
too
called it
separated
week
by
10.
too much. Well, let's get straight to it, Raj. You in the lead, so lead off with it. And I like this Thursday night game, by the way.
Yeah.
You'll see why in a second.
So this Thursday we have I don't know why he likes it.
week. I don't know why.
'Cause
The London Chargers, for those people who understand that joke, are going to Oakland to face the Raiders. I guess I'll start with this one. The Chargers are coming off an impressive win.
Over that bad man who just looked bad.
He
by the
looked
way.
very bad.
Shout out to Bosa and Ingram.
Melvin Gordon looked really good too, and like you said,
It's
Ingram
like-
came back, which gave Bosa
It's the first
the
time
ability to
I've
kind of roam.
seen the running back actually look pretty decent this year.
I think they started running the ball, too, a little
Yeah.
They
bit.
just fired their offensive coordinator, so
Because Ken Hunt don't run the ball.
Yeah.
That's why he got fired in Pittsburgh.
So, I'm going to double up. I think the Chargers are going to meet 500 this week. They're going to beat the Raiders, go to 5-5. Raiders are going to go to 4-5 after this game.
Here's it's weird to me that the Chargers are sitting at 4-5 after
Not dead, though. Still
yeah,
in the-
that's what I'm
still in the
saying.
hunt.
After I thought this
Both
was
teams
such
are
a
actually.
bad, yeah, they're actually still in the hunt, which is shocking to me. But I'm going to piggyback off what Raul said. I like the Chargers in this game. Chargers will meet 500.
So I just can't trust this Charger team. And this is a team that I picked to go to the playoffs, but they've not shown me to be consistent at any one thing. They're not consistently good at throwing it or running it or defending.
What are the Raiders good at?
The
Offense.
The Raiders
They can score.
The Raiders can score points.
And Josh Jacobs is going to be rookie of the year, like I said.
Derek Carr's having a better year than Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, Derek Carr is showing he can ball.
So with that said, in this toss-up game, the spread is literally the Chargers are a 1-point favorite in Oakland. So I wrote down Oakland. I'm gonna stick to Oakland. I think they'll come out and find a way to win at home. But I will say, if the Chargers are going to make a run, that time starts now. So if they win this game, look out. They might get on that roll.
Both teams in the hunt. I made a mistake last week, Raider Nation. I didn't pick you. I should have picked you. John Gruden, you look real smart right now. Y'all have a better record than the Bears.
Yeah.
They came at y'all for that Khalil Mack trade. Y'all have a better record, a better quarterback. Defense is still trash. But that's why you got all these draft picks coming up next year.
Defense is trash.
And the Raiders will win this Thursday night in Oakland. Last few games out there. I do like the Chargers are doing and not dead, but I think these two teams, whoever wins this, could be maybe still in contention. But I like Oakland at home. They do pretty well at home. And I think on a short week, I usually like the home team. So Oakland, get it done for me.
All right, so out of the 1 o'clock game, we have the Detroit Lions going to Chicago to face the Bears. I'll start with you on this one, DC. You didn't really believe in the Bears in the beginning of the season.
No,
you
I didn't.
have them making the playoffs. Who do you have winning this game?
The Bears are quarterbacked by Mitchell Trubisky, correct?
That's correct.
And they lose. Give me Detroit. I know the Bears are have a really good defense. I know the Lions coming off a tough week. They lost last week. But I think Matt Stafford pulls it back together. Not Golden Tate.
Kenny
Galladay.
Marvin Jones. Hawkinson.
Kenny Galladay was who I was talking about. Marvin Jones had a big week a couple weeks back when he scored all those touchdowns.
They're both like 6'9", so you just throw it up.
I don't really like the Bears secondary too much, so I think they can be taken advantage of. And the Bears front seven is their strength. The Lions don't even attempt to run the ball anyway. So I think Detroit can take advantage of a tough divisional game and get a road win in Chicago.
I'm gonna have to agree with you there, DC. It would be I would actually think about this if the Bears actually made a QB change. Honestly,
you would rather see Chase Daniel than your boy Mitchell Trubisky?
Honestly, I would at this point. Anything like he's like a poor man's version of Flacco to me. Like he doesn't excite me.
Trubisky?
Yes,
I would have actually liked to see the Bears possibly trade for Andy Dalton.
He's awful too. I don't like
Yeah,
he
him.
would play better than Trubisky, and that's
Teddy
crazy.
Bridgewater, Teddy B.
Now that's one I would like to see. Teddy B in
they not
Chicago.
about
The Saints,
I know.
were, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like
they
this
not about to
season,
trade
I could
him.
have seen them possibly trading for Andy Dalton and giving up.
I think Breeze has one more year in him.
I agree.
Bridgewater's a free agent anyway. He's gonna make bread, so
he's leaving. For
So they might as well have gotten something for him.
that's what I said. Get
that's
something.
what I'm
for him. Like you
saying. They
said,
might
a
as well
6th
have
round
gotten
pick,
something
5th
for
round
him.
pick.
Matt Stafford gets it done. I'm going with Detroit.
Barbara.
Lions. Matthew Stafford. I mean, he might be.
He having a
He
pretty.
reminds
good
me of
season.
like Tony Romo because he's gonna have a Hall of Fame numbers. I don't know if he's a Hall of Fame at the end of his career because he's probably never going to win a playoff game. But who knows? I do like what Detroit's doing. Like I said, if I'm buying stock, I like what the Lions are doing. They don't run the ball like DC said because every running back they get gets hurt. Carry on.
Literally everybody.
Yeah, their defense is better than people think.
He was
Coach
supposed to be a
Pencil.
problem.
He's on.
He's
on the team.
He's on the team.
Yeah, he was
concussions did him in.
Yeah.
But since we have a pencil this week, Matt Patricia, baby, this is for you, Detroit.
I also think that Detroit wins this game. Simply is Amir Abdullah plays for the Vikings, by the way. Simply just because Mitchell Trubisky is playing quarterback and he's not playing quarterback well. I don't even think that.
Sorry, Mitch.
Who's that? Matt Nagy.
Matt Nagy.
Yeah,
I
Nagy.
don't even think he believes in his own offense as a head coach at this point. So I just don't.
If
think
Mitch
he
Trubisky was running your offense, you wouldn't believe in it either.
I mean, at one point, people didn't believe in
It's
Jared
like he
Goff.
fell off the face of the earth, though. He was okay last
He
year.
played really.
I still don't believe in Jared Goff. Jared Goff was a product of Sean McVay, but that's another story for
Yeah.
another time.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
I'm about to say because he was trashed right before McVay got there, and then
Coaching quarterback.
And even
go
now,
ahead.
he still looks a little shaky
Yeah.
at times,
Mhm.
and he has all the tools.
He's on. Yeah, I think he was. I won't say terrible, but he took a step back, especially when Cooper Kupp got injured. That
I
was
agree.
his security blanket, everything.
Cooper Kupp's back now, though.
Yeah.
Might be comeback
That's
player
why
of the
he's
year.
balling now.
Might be comeback player of the year.
But no, Jared Goff started this season shaky, real shaky.
Mhm.
He turned the ball over a lot.
A lot.
I don't like paying players during the season or right before the season.
Me either.
personally.
Me either.
Yeah,
Gets their mind off of football.
Yeah.
especially that much money.
The next game, we have the most talked about team in the NFL recently. As the Baltimore Ravens go to Trap City in Cincinnati to face the only winless team in the NFL currently, being the Bengals. I don't even know who their starting quarterback
Ryan
is.
Finley from
Ryan
Florida
Finley,
State.
Yep.
Whatever his name
And you
is.
saw what happened to Florida State's coach. He gone.
I don't think we have to
Taggart.
even talk about this game. Is anybody picking the Bengals to beat us?
Not at
No,
all.
but I will say though, AJ Green comes back for Cincinnati. He always gives Baltimore
Marlon Humphrey.
fits.
Marlon Humphrey is going to shut A.J. Green
Hey,
down.
listen, I'm just letting you know what the case is, and the Ravens historically struggle in Cincinnati.
Yes.
With all that said, give me the
This
Ravens.
can be a trap game.
It can
but
be. The Ravens
I'm going with the
are favored by 10 points in this game. I don't know if they win by all 10 of those points, but I do have them winning regardless. So
I think they cover.
I don't think the Bengals do anything well, so I think
Yeah.
they cover that as well.
The Ravens cover, and John Harbaugh, fun fact, only has 3 wins in his career in Cincinnati. Make it 4. Buy stock in Lamar. MVP discussion. Defense playing well. Top 10 defense. Probably be top 5 by the end of the year.
Let's go.
Okay, next game, we have the
tough game to pick here.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo Bills going to face your
Yeah, you can
Cleveland
start with me. You can
Browns
start
over
with me
there,
because I don't
Byron.
know what's going on. It's
Man, Baker looked
It's
like he
No,
can't.
OBJ having a little
it's a lot going on
Yeah,
in
you
Cleveland.
seen it?
All I'm saying is, your boy Baker,
Mm.
he's throwing more interceptions than touchdowns.
Oh, he's regressed.
Mm.
Lamar Jackson's the best quarterback in that draft class.
How do you throw 9 interceptions when not under pressure? There, Bob.
He's seeing ghosts, as they say.
Okay.
Mhm.
Don't you bring my man?
No,
Sam
I'm not
into
bringing
this.
him in because he Hey, look, none of them quarterbacks can really talk too much.
So
except
honestly, I think Adam Gase is the reason why Sam Darnold looks so bad.
They shouldn't have hired him.
I never believed
Yeah,
Adam
they
Gase.
Adam
shouldn't have
Gase
hired him.
isn't a good coach.
He's not a
They
good
shouldn't
coach.
have
He's
hired
not a
him.
good coach.
But since we start with me, you know,
Who you picking?
Go ahead. Yeah.
they cannot lose this game. I know I said that the past, how many games they lost in a row? I said it every week. They cannot lose this game to Browns. They have to win this game. It's at home. This is for their season. This is for Freddie Kitchens' job.
Freddie Kitchens should have been fired.
I'm going down with the ship. Call me crazy. Hey, I don't care. The Browns are going to win. I didn't mean to hit the table that hard, but they're going to win. I'm passionate about it because I look stupid. So I have nothing else to lose. So they're going to win. Call it crazy. I'm sorry. I know this your Bills, Riles. They're going to make the playoffs, but I'm going with the Browns. I think they're going to win.
So, all right, that's not a crazy idea because I almost picked them. And I say almost because they are favored in this game by 2.5 points. They are the home team.
They shouldn't be favored, but I do get what you're
Home
saying.
team.
They are the more talented team.
Yeah, they're very talented.
And I just feel like they, at some
Offensively, I don't
point,
think they're the more talented defensively team. Just offensively, though.
I think overall, if you name player for player, they have more talented
Talent,
players than the Bills do.
Okay.
But
Most of them are offense.
I can't buy into Cleveland. I can't allow myself to continually believe that at some point they'll
They're
turn
gonna
it around.
take it, yeah.
I think they are the team that they've shown us that they are, and that's just not a good football team. I'm not a believer in the Buffalo Bills, especially their offense. I'm not a big Josh Allen guy. I don't think they have any weapons. But with all that said, give me Buffalo in a tight game, and I wouldn't be surprised if Cleveland did win. But I'm picking Buffalo.
Ross, I know that's your team.
His quarterback.
That's your quarterback.
That's my quarterback.
I think he's.
He's been on Josh
No,
Allen since
he's
before the draft.
he's actually
I thought he was
done,
a baby Ben.
Okay. You reaching? But
I mean, quarterbacks normally do struggle in their second year. Now.
It takes about 3 years average.
I
so.
suppose. Anyway, yeah, I can't do it with Cleveland. Anyway, even if they were good, I would still pick them to lose just because they're in the division. So,
Fair enough.
Yeah, give me the Bills.
No,
You know who you picking.
I almost picked the Browns to win this
Stop.
game, actually. Just because, like you said, I just think that they understand if they lose this game, their season is over. Can't have 7 losses and make the playoffs in the AFC this year. It's not gonna happen.
6 is.
No, you can have
You
6.
got 6.
You can go 10-6. You can go 10-6. 9-7 is
The
gonna
thing
push
is,
it.
like we said, the second wild card is wide open. The
It's
first
gonna
one is
be
going to be
it's gonna be
Bills,
whatever
but-
however the AFC South plays out.
Yeah,
'cause
it's
all
gonna
those
be
teams are-
it's gonna be Colts, Texans, whichever one of those teams is able to kind
Pull
of
it together, yeah.
But I am gonna go with the Bills to win this game. I just think that the Browns are an undisciplined team. They're the most penalized team. Baker's playing like absolute garbage.
Yep.
Nick Chubb is playing really well.
Yeah.
They get
You're
Kareem
Out-
Hunt.
outside of
gonna
those,
say Kareem Hunt's
outside of
back
those,
too, yeah.
outside of those fumbles in New England, yes, he
Kareem
is.
Hunt's
Kareem
coming
Hunt,
back.
I wonder
Hunt
how
comes
they're
back.
going to do that.
I think they've already said that they're gonna continue to roll with Nick Chubb, and I think Kareem Hunt's gonna be used in that kind of like a
Third down.
double back, and third down kind of back.
So if they got,
He's the better
just
receiver,
keep
definitely.
running
He's
the
the-
ball.
definitely better
I would
receiver.
just get the ball out of Baker's hands.
I do think that Baker isn't targeting Odell Beckham Jr. enough.
Nope.
Which is weird because in the beginning of the season he was force feeding
yeah.
him. Now he's not targeting him enough. And I just think Baker's, like you say, he's sitting goals. He's not really playing well this season at all. So I'm going to go with the Bills. I think their defense is playing really well this year. They are going to stifle Baker Mayfield. And while I don't think that they have the offense to win in the playoffs, I do think they run the ball really well, and they just don't have a number 1 wide receiver. But they still get this.
But Baker, stop being dumb. Don't. Why'd you shave your beard during the game? What are you doing?
Well, first off, he shaved his beard twice.
yeah,
He shaved his beard after coming into the stadium, and then after the game.
we
before
know
the
you
press
were playing
conference.
like trash. We know who you are. You play like trash.
He looks like a creep now. He's like
he looks
Like a
Yeah,
pedophile.
yeah,
like
he
he
looks
should
like-
be on
I'm
the
sorry
sex
that I
he
register.
looks like he like
No,
stalks
he looks like a
kids.
pedophile. You need to play better. You're playing like trash, and those commercials ain't helping you. But go ahead.
Yeah,
Them commercials making it worse.
He looks like a pedophile, baby.
At least Dak's playing okay. All right, with those commercials.
The first 4 o'clock. Well, actually, I'm sorry. We have one more. We have a few more 1 o'clock games. I apologize, everybody out there. We have the Falcons going to New Orleans.
Do we have to pick this game?
No, I'm
It's gonna
never
be
picking
a
that.
blowout.
I'm never picking that.
Is Matt Ryan even playing?
I don't care. I'm never picking
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, Matt Ryan is.
I was wrong.
I am never picking the
As you-
Falcons to win another
America-
game this season unless they play the Dolphins
America-
or the Bengals.
I was wrong again, so I guess I'm just wrong a lot. I picked the Falcons as a playoff team. I was wrong. And they will lose again.
I did not pick the Falcons as a playoff
Falcons
team.
are
But you know what I
trash.
did pick? I picked
Yes,
the Saints
you
to
did.
go to the Super Bowl.
He was right.
And
You were right. You looking good, sir.
they are a
You sitting in
13-point favorite. Do they cover?
I think they do.
Yes, they do.
Off a bye, too?
Yeah,
Off
Breeze,
five.
Breeze.
Kamara probably will be back.
Probably be
I-
back.
Like Breeze got back in the motion.
they'll be a little bit rusty because of the bye, and I think Matt Ryan coming back gives the Falcons a little bit of juice. I think they do cover, but it's like 14. It's not like 21.
Do you think the Saints should have got Josh Gordon?
No.
No.
Okay.
Well, to be honest, from reports, the Seahawks weren't really trying to get Josh Gordon.
They
I
AB.
don't think it's a good idea to give Josh Gordon anywhere where marijuana is recreationally legal. I'm just saying, I don't think that was a good idea. Seattle, you heard it here
Well, they wanted
first.
Antonio Brown.
That's also Antonio Brown's always a bad idea in my
I'm
opinion.
about to say.
AB's not
drugs,
playing
right,
this year.
drugs are-
AB's not playing this year. So.
He be on psychedelics. I don't know what AB be doing. AB be tripping.
All right,
Who
so
that?
Let's go.
Yeah, everybody's gonna go Saints.
Covering. and all
Next
that.
game, we're gonna start with you, Ro. Your man, Danny Boy.
Battle in New York.
Goes across the bridge.
Stays in the same stadium. The same stadium.
Are they playing the same
Yeah,
stadium?
it's in New Jersey.
Well, they're just gonna flip. You know how your LA team does. You know, and they play the Jets.
well, his,
Ew.
his LA team win championships.
You know what? You should
You
pick
are-
your boy this week.
You know, his LA team win championships.
right.
I just wanted to point that out there.
Technically, the Jets don't win championships either. That's good.
I'm definitely going to roll
Giants got two in the
with.
past like 15 years.
I'm rolling with Daniel Jones.
You
and
should.
the
This week.
Giants.
Yes.
I like the chemistry that him and Saquon are showing so far. Even
Golden
though they
Tate looks
lost.
good.
Yeah, Golden Tate looks good.
That one hand catch last week was amazing.
nasty.
Was amazing.
Oh my god.
If he'd have scored, it might have been one of the best touchdowns of the year.
I think they got their quarterback of the future. He just
He's not
needs
playing
to-
well though.
He's not. But
They
I
keep-
expected this.
They keep a quarterback that likes to turn the ball over. I'll say
He's
that.
not playing well. What do you
I
have? Two
agree.
fumbles and an interception last week.
He's
Yeah.
a turnover
Not playing
guy.
well.
He's an
turns
Eli
over.
Manning. That's all he is.
He is Eli Manning.
look
They
just
keep a,
like him.
keep
Yeah.
a quarterback
Everything
that
is
likes
the
to
same,
turn it
yeah.
over.
Eli 2.0.
I
We
agree.
see you.
I ain't got too much to say. The Giants.
Giants.
They are headed in the right direction, I think. We don't know if Danny's the guy because I don't, like Rob said, you really don't know till year 2 or year 3, but they are doing better, and I think them adding some of the pieces they added are good. So, Giants.
I too picked the Giants.
No Sam? No Sam I am?
It's not Sam I don't believe in. It's Adam Gase.
Adam Gase. Yeah, he needs to go.
He has
Yeah,
to
he
go.
does.
Mike McCarthy is out there, people.
Mike McCarthy would make Sam look
That's
like
who I
Sam.
thought they would have hired. but
I
what
would have
do I
loved
know?
that to happen.
I'm the
That's
guy
a
who
perfect.
I'm the
that's
guy
a
who
perfect.
I'm the guy who
match
picked
for
the
him.
Browns and the Falcons in the playoffs, so I don't know anything. So, it's fine.
So the Jets, I don't know if they'll win another. After you lose Miami, I don't think there's any.
Mike
coming back
McCarthy,
from that.
either the Jets or the Falcons. I've said that for weeks. I've been saying it since last
Le'Veon,
month.
bad decision.
I don't know. Yeah,
Go back
I
to
don't-
Pittsburgh.
yeah,
I mean, I don't want
think
you
there's-
to.
They tried to get him.
I know.
I don't know if there's any.
Go back to the
there's any
Steelers.
coming back from losing to the Dolphins. So I don't think I can pick the Jets again this year. Unfortunately, you know, Sam's my guy.
And we get to play them. Ravens, baby. Good job. Good job, schedule.
I almost picked the Jets to win this game.
But
You know.
The Giants have Saquon Barkley.
yeah,
Yeah.
The Jets do have Le'Veon, but
Has he done anything?
the Jets have a horrible offensive line as well. I'm gonna definitely go with the Giants to win this game.
Just have a horrible offense.
One thing I would like for the Giants to do though is to run the ball with Saquon a little bit more. I don't think they're feeding him enough.
They were shutting him down.
well, part of that is because they get themselves out of contests where they're not
You
competitive
trailing.
anymore.
Well,
hard to
they were
run,
winning
so-
against the Cowboys.
But they gave it to Saquon late in the fourth, and he came through with a big play in the passing game, and they couldn't find a way to punch it in. They kept coming up short in the red zone, and that came back to bite them.
I'm gonna start with you on this game, Byron. We have your man Kyler Murray.
Wait, did we skip the KC Tennessee game?
No, I didn't get there yet.
Oh, all right.
The Cardinals are going to Tampa Bay to face the Bucks. Your Cardinals are 3-5-1 right now.
Not dead in the playoffs, even though they won't make it. I just like the fact they're competing. Tampa Bay played very well. Mike Evans looked good last week.
Oh, he has
You know that's my favorite.
monster.
I know. I got to shout him out because I know you like
He
when he
has
plays well.
monster
And he's a beast.
numbers.
I love Mike Evans.
He just
Very
doesn't.
underrated.
He just
has-
will
he
never
has
play on the
Jameis
winning
Winston
team.
as a quarterback.
Yeah, he'll
And
never play on
that's
the winning
the Bucks
team.
in there.
He doesn't catch the ball as consistently as his talent says he should. He does drop the ball
And he plays
a lot
on the
more
Bucks.
Plays-
than he
plays-
should.
Yeah.
plays-
Wasted talent. He won't get a chance to win.
He's their all-time.
I mean, he's
receiver.
not winning. Is not even. I'm just talking about him, the
I know
individual.
what you mean.
The Tampa Bay defensive secondary is terrible,
It is.
and Kyler Murray is on fire right now.
He
I
is.
love teams coming off that mini bye after Thursday night. Start Kyler Murray on your fantasy teams, folks. You know I love Kyler. Probably going to be right there with Josh Jacobs, like I said, for Rookie of the Year. 1 and 2, 2-1, whatever. Cardinals, baby, on the road.
I too am picking the Arizona Cardinals. I like what Kyler's shown me. The Cardinals play hard every week. They make it tough for every opponent they face. And I think Tampa Bay is a team that only plays good when you expect them not to. So when you're playing against a team that you kind of expect them to beat, I don't like them. They are a 4-point favorite. They are at home. They will
Cardinals
lose
to
this
cover,
game.
baby.
Give me the Cardinals.
I'm also taking the Cardinals.
I like how y'all on this bandwagon.
Yeah, definitely. I like the way the Cardinals are heading.
I was right about something, America.
I like the way the Cardinals are heading. Kyler definitely has a bright future. Jameis, not so much. I was, as you guys know, this
Crab
season,
leg Jameis, baby.
I've been
Shake 'em
giving Jameis a lot of
We all like him, but
chances.
yeah, it's just-
He plays good. I don't know. He's too up and down.
Jameis
for
goes
me.
from playing good to playing awful.
In the same game though. Like it's just like, how does that happen? Like, did you sit down, flip a switch, and then
You
come
gonna
out
see
And throw 3 picks. Jameis is the only person I know that can throw 2 picks in the same possession. I don't know how, but he figures out a
Ryan
way.
Fitzpatrick could do it too.
Yeah, he could.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could do it too.
But yeah,
But Ryan Fitzpatrick was never
And
given.
Mark Sanchez.
definitely roll.
Well, no,
with the
he's just
Cardinals.
terrible.
No,
He's just terrible.
I don't even know why you mentioned.
Yeah,
him.
that I think I feel
he just made me
disrespected.
mad.
Right.
Another USC quarterback, though, right?
Don't credit
bring
my
up-
school.
no,
for
no,
that.
don't bring up
Said
old
throw it
stuff,
out there.
yo.
We gotta state the facts on the show, right?
Stay bringing up old stuff.
Where the
yo.
Maryland
That's
quarterbacks at?
Boom Esiason, baby. Hall of Famer.
Oh, one quarterback from the 80s? Is that what we doing? Were you alive to see that man play
I was
football?
not.
What are we talking about right now? Next game. Wait, did we even finish this game?
I did.
Rouse, who would you pick?
I like what I'm saying in regards to the Cardinals lately.
Buccaneers.
They are
Go
playing
ahead.
really well. Kenyon Drake had a nice game last
He,
night.
that was a good trade, by the way.
Good trade.
Finally using him.
Gave him up for a bag of chips. But with all of that said, I'm going with the Buccaneers to win this game.
Thank you.
I think Mike Evans is going to match up with Patrick Peterson.
It's a good matchup.
But at the
Pat
same
Pete
time,
looked bad.
Chris Godwin is
he's
looking
old.
amazing this season.
That's my guy.
Can they get him the ball?
Yes, he's
Mike Evans and Chris
Who
Godwin
they-
are essentially the same receiver.
who
I
they
know you don't
just
think
play?
Godwin's is good, but they're essentially the same receiver.
No,
not saying he's-
Godwin has shown me a lot.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm not saying he's
Showed me a
better.
lot
I'm just saying he's essentially the same type
Oh,
of receiver. He's big. He can catch good red zone target. He can run good routes. He's got
He
good
showed me that
hands.
he's really good this
Yeah, he's
year.
I'm
having a
not
good year.
sure who it was I was watching, but last week when Arizona played against San Francisco, Pat Pete was getting smoked, and I don't remember who.
He's
who
been
it
on a
was.
little bit of a
It
decline.
had to be the Emmanuel Sanders.
the same-
It was
Dante
Emmanuel Sanders was giving Pat Pete that work on national television, and it was not pretty. So, yikes. That's my one concern with Arizona right now. That's their best player. He needs to bring the
Act
straps
like it,
back.
yeah.
Yeah, bring the straps back, Pat Pete.
Yeah, I'm going
You're a
with the
future Hall of
Buccaneers.
Famer, baby.
The next game, I'm pretty sure nobody's going to pick the other team to win this game. The Kansas City Chiefs goes to Tennessee to face the Titans. I'm just going to go with the Chiefs. I don't care if it's Matt Moore, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, Matt
me,
Moore is playing really
DC,
good.
Byron, or Rel playing
Yeah.
quarterback. I
Yeah,
don't think the
I agree.
Titans win this game.
I will say, who's the quarterback for the Titans again?
Tannehill.
Tannehill.
I told y'all he's been playing on camp.
He's
He's not gonna be the quarterback in the future,
Because he got
but
away
not.
from Adam Gase.
he's better than
Get away from Adam
Mariota.
Gase, you look
He's
good.
better than Mariota.
Well, if you want to be honest, these are two quarterbacks who got away from Adam Gase, Matt
true.
Moore
Matt
and
Moore.
Ryan Tannehill. Both of them
Yeah,
really
see,
good right now.
I'm telling you, get my man Sam a real guy that can help him out.
Mike McCarthy.
What he said.
I told y'all, I'm telling you, he's out there all year. But anyway, yes, I don't need to say anything.
Yeah, I don't have any comment, but the
Yeah.
Titans, I don't think they can
But
score
like
points.
we said, Tannehill, I told y'all he would be the starter, and he's not been playing hard. He's been playing Ryan
All right,
Tannehill.
all right.
football.
I've been
All right,
saying
quick.
Mariota was trash.
Who's the best player on Tennessee's offense? Go.
AJ Brown or Derrick Henry. Probably Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
Delaney Walker?
Derrick Henry.
He's kind of
Derrick
been
Henry.
banged up though.
Derrick Henry.
I don't even know Delaney Walker's stats for this.
He's a
season.
little banged up.
He
though.
is
Derrick
banged
Henry.
up, but Derrick Henry has no breakaway.
He don't.
Derrick Henry.
But that's terrible to say.
I was about to say, what would you rate him on Madden? Like an 80?
But I said this
Yeah.
last week. I said this
Exactly.
last week.
Yeah,
I
that's
said
what I'm
this
giving
last
Delaney
week.
Walker.
But I said this last week. The Titans are a competitive team now. If you put a decent quarterback on that team, they have weapons.
Yeah, they have weapons.
That's what, and they have a good defense and a good coach.
They
so
have-
they would
have
be
an average
competitive.
They have a
They have a
average.
good
well,
defense.
No, they have a
yeah.
good defense.
And a good coach.
They have average weapons, is what I was
No,
gonna say.
AJ Brown, Corey Davis, Delaney Walker, Derrick Henry, Deion Lewis.
None of those names strike.
Deion
me.
Lewis has never
but I'm
been
saying
used
their
in their
offensive line
offense.
is decent. They have a
They
decent.
should have traded Deion Lewis in my eyes.
They have a
He
decent.
for what?
array of
doesn't fit their offense.
Who's going to pick up Deion
Nobody.
Lewis?
The Patriots, I guess. Maybe go back there. I don't know.
All right.
They don't need him. I don't think anybody's
All
going
right,
to
Kevin
care about
Falk.
this game.
Let's
It doesn't matter who's playing quarterback for this team either. They're going to win this game when the Miami Dolphins go to Indianapolis to face the Colts. So anybody picking the Dolphins?
I'm happy the Dolphins won the game. You know, the people in Miami deserve that. But the Miami Heat are the best team in Miami. They lead in the Southeast Division. I know we're not talking about basketball. Your boy Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler.
That is my boy. What about your boy Derek Jeter and the Marlins? You ain't liking what he doing down there?
Let's move on. Colts, everybody.
It's a disgrace.
All
More
right.
disgraceful than them gift baskets he be handing out, man. Come on.
Shout out to Mariah Carey, baby.
Hey, it must be nice to be able to do that. That's all I can say.
Nobody's picking the Dolphins, right?
No, but shout out to that 1-game win streak. They at least have a win.
In the last week, they are 1-0. Let's go,
In
Miami.
November, they're undefeated.
Screenshot.
They are undefeated in November.
Screenshot.
Hey, I'm
That's
happy.
the last
I'm
time
happy
you
for
see
my
that.
brother, man. What's the
Fun
coach
fact
name?
about November.
Brian Flores.
I'm happy
Since
for him.
since Harbaugh became the head coach of Ravens, he has the best record in November of any team in the NFL, at home and overall.
We like that. We
That's
like that.
what's up.
Shout out to Flores, man. We need more black coaches. Good thing you at least got to win before you get canned. But go ahead. I'm just saying, man.
Hey, man, it's some other coaches that deserve to get fired.
No, I'm saying, but you know how they do it.
I should just start dropping random Raven facts throughout this whole episode.
Hey,
they
go
come
for
off a win at Seattle and then home for the Patriots. I should just start dropping Ravens facts. Just
Yeah, float your boat, man. The Rams go to Pittsburgh to face the Steelers.
Good game. I like
I start. I think the Rams are going to win this game.
off about
James Conner is questionable. They have a quarterback named Mason Rudolph, who I know you like, but whatever.
I think he's a high quality backup.
Okay, that's
really
fair.
do.
That's fair.
I think he's a very high
I
quality
think he's a
backup.
decent backup.
I think he's a very good backup.
Decent.
But since he's not a
Average.
backup,
Yeah, see, he's
He's gonna
average
lose
to
this game.
start, but I would really. He's a very good backup.
I
like you said.
think he's like he's not as good as Matt Moore as a backup. Matt Moore as a backup is like top of the line for me.
Upper echelon backup.
Yeah.
He's
like
Teddy
a-
Bridgewater's backup is upper epsilon.
I think Teddy Bridgewater's a starter in this league. I think he's a starter.
He's
Nobody
a
thought he was
starter that's a
starting before
backup.
this.
No,
Nah,
For the last, like, 2
Teddy went
years,
to a
nobody
Pro Bowl.
started.
Well,
Teddy
He was hurt. Yeah,
got
he was
hurt.
That's what I'm
hurt.
saying. For the
He was
last
out
2
for
years,
2
nobody
years.
started.
But Teddy at full health, I think, is an NFL starter.
he was balling with the Vikings.
Yeah, he went to a
Before he
Pro
got
Bowl.
hurt.
He just
Yeah.
got hurt. Yeah. But I agree. That's all true. Matt Moore, Teddy Bridgewater, some good backs.
You going with the Rams?
Of course.
I'm going with the Rams as well. But
You said, of course.
yeah, I'm going with the Rams as well.
Yeah,
But I think it's going to be a good game though.
I don't think it's going to be a good
I think the
game.
Steelers' defense has gotten better, but the Rams are going to put up 30 plus on them. Book it, because they ain't as good as we thought. Fool's gold. Minka going to get
Kupp is
burnt.
gonna cook
Exactly.
Minka Fitzpatrick.
Brandon Cooks is going to have a big game, even though he's been
Is he,
slack.
I'm about to say, is he coming back?
Well, he might not
He
play.
been- yeah, he
Brandon
been
Cooks
hurt.
isn't playing for a couple
Hey,
of
they
weeks.
off the bye week. He should be.
Yeah, that's what
all
I'm
right.
saying. I
He's
think
not playing. He's
Robert
not playing.
Woods.
They said he's out for a couple of weeks, but I honestly think Robert Woods is going to be able to step
USC
up.
guy.
They have Josh Reynolds, who played really well last
Todd
year.
Gurley's
with all
still
the
alive,
injuries and
right?
Things like that. Todd Gurley's there.
Cooper Kupp.
Somewhere.
And their defense.
Aaron Donald's about to eat a lot.
They have Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey is going to play on Juju the whole game. And
Is Juju
Look
played
up-
this year?
I think
Yeah.
I think he's suited up. I don't think he's having.
Okay. He's been in the Pizza commercial. That's what I saw. I knew I saw him. He's in the Pizza commercials.
So
Watch
yeah,
him.
I want the Rams.
He had a sighting last week.
What's
He
the-
did. He had
yeah,
a nice
yeah,
little
yeah.
game last week. Huh?
What's the over under?
Over under or the spread?
Both.
The spread on that game is Rams by 3.5. Let me see what the over under is.
I think it is going to be a close game, I do.
But if the game is in Pittsburgh and you're a
I'm
3.5 point road
curious
favorite,
to see what the weather's going to be in Pittsburgh, because you know that field is terrible,
Yeah,
horrible,
you know it's going to be cold.
disgrace.
Think the Rams can play in cold?
I
Way
think
to
coming
find
off a
out.
bye helps for them.
They can't. They don't be running the ball. I don't know, yo.
over under on this is 44.
I
They
think
have
it's
it be
a
a
over.
pretty
I think
pretty
it's a
low.
over.
I think
I
it
think
goes
both
over
teams
that
might
too.
I
score.
think he goes over that as well.
I don't know if they running the ball, bro.
I don't think either team is going to run
Go
the ball.
Rams.
Nah,
Rams
not
still
at all.
alive too. I don't count the Rams. I know the Seahawks and the 49ers are.
I'm
blowing
also
the
going
world
with the
away.
Rams. You going
Yeah,
Rams?
I just think the Rams are
But
still a very good team.
Mike Tomlin has this team playing very hard.
He deserves to keep his job.
Despite their injuries, their shortcomings, their lack of talent. They do play hard every single week. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. So 3.5 feels about right. I'll say like 31-27
something like that.
Rams.
I can see that.
31-25, something like that.
All right, next game we have the Carolina Panthers going to Green Bay to face the Packers. I'll start with you on this one, DC. The Packers looked really bad last week,
Really bad.
losing to the
Chargers.
Chargers, the London Chargers.
Mhm.
At that, who do you have winning this game?
I don't think this continues to be a bad thing for that bad man that is Aaron Rodgers. I think they bounce back. against the Carolina defense that it's been up and down this year. I don't think they have the secondary to contain Aaron Rodgers. Although the Packers don't have the greatest receiving core in the world, I don't know when Devontae Adams gets back, but he comes back this week.
He came back last week.
Oh well, then definitely give me the Packers.
Well,
now.
you wouldn't know he was there because Aaron Rodgers was on his back.
Yeah,
most of the game.
all I saw was Ingram and Bosa on Aaron Rodgers, so I didn't see anybody else.
And the Packers have a really two good tackles.
They have two.
Surprised.
They do good.
Probably the best in the league.
The Chargers have the two good pass rushing.
Probably the
two best set of ends.
They got
pass
mixed.
rushing.
I agree.
They got mixed.
Carolina can't get after the passer like the Chargers can. So Aaron Rodgers should bounce back. He said they were feeling themselves. They should come back and respond nicely.
He's always feeling himself.
No, Aaron Rodgers said the team was feeling.
But you know
themselves.
Aaron Rodgers is always feeling
he's
himself.
Aaron Rodgers. Wouldn't you feel yourself? But either way, shout out to the white man, Christian McCaffrey. He's probably still gonna have a big day. I never trust the Packers to stop the run consistently, so that's gonna cause a problem. But still, give me the Packers at home.
Barbara?
Kyle Allen is the quarterback of the Panthers.
For the rest of the year, by the way. Cam Newton's on
And
IR.
Newton's on
telling
IR.
y'all,
Done for the season.
it ain't happening. But shout out to DJ Moore, Maryland wide receiver, over 100 yards last week.
My
Christian
God.
McCaffrey doing your thing. My brother got black quarterbacks in the MVP conversation and a white running back. So it's a good time to be a football fan. But I think what's his name? The bad what?
He's a bad man.
Even though he was just bad last week.
And
he's
his
gonna be
head
good this
coach, Matt LaFleur.
week. He's riding Aaron Rodgers' coattails. Let's be honest. Come on. Just like
I don't know. They didn't look this good without him.
Packers. Go
They
Packers.
also didn't have a defense, though. They have a
And Darius Smith. Shout out to you.
pretty up and down defense.
He just got caught with weed, by the way.
Come on, Z.
Well, he ain't my problem no more.
Definitely.
They just cut Tim Williams as well. I don't know why they ever picked him up, but potato.
The Darius probably told me.
Yeah.
While he was high.
Get my mans. We smoked
While he
together.
was high.
Get my mans. We smoked together.
Definitely going with the Packers. As you said, I don't expect this to continue. I expect Devontae Adams to have a prominent role in this game. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure he'll be healthier than he was last week. All that being said, give me the Packers.
Pick him.
CMC.
Pick 'em.
Please pick the Panthers.
Run
Pick 'em.
CMC.
You picking the Panthers? They are actually surprising. They in the
And
conversation for the wild card.
See, I would like to say that Christian McCaffrey is, in my eyes, number 2 in the MVP race currently. I'm going to go Russell Wilson, Christian McCaffrey, Lamar Jackson. Those are my top 3 in the MVP race currently. Christian McCaffrey, if you look, the stats compared to when LT won, he has more rushing yards, more receiving yards. He has 1 less touchdown.
LT won 14-2 though.
That's a fact.
He'll probably get offensive player of the year though.
Yeah.
Worst case.
He's going to end in the top 3 of the MVP.
But I'm saying,
Yeah,
just
but
you know,
I
how the
don't
league
have
is
him
set up.
winning.
Yeah, you
But
know how the league
it's
sets
going
up.
to end in the top 3.
You know how the
But
league
with all
sets
that
up.
being said, I'm definitely picking the Green Bay Packers. I just think that the Packers are going to be able to actually throw the ball this game. I think Devontae Adams another week. Even though with turf toe, you never really know what's going to happen. He could play and then be out play a first quarter and then be out for the rest of the game. I would not be surprised if the Panthers won this game though, because I think one way to beat the Packers is to keep the ball out of Aaron Rodgers' hand.
Run that ball. Run that clock.
Nobody's running the ball. Well, there are a few, but Christian McCaffrey is
He's number 2 in rushing yards.
excelling at running the ball currently this year, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did pull us out some way, shape, or form.
Do he has the most scrimmage yards?
I'm sure
Pretty
he's
sure he has the
Right
most
number
scrimmage
Yeah, I
yards,
think
right?
he's
Probably.
He's
I
number
don't
2
think
in
that's
He's going to have over
that's
2,000
debatable.
plus
Yeah.
scrimmage yards.
He's a
It's
problem.
not even debatable.
He's a problem.
We're gonna go to you on this one. This
Yes,
is
Sunday
two
night.
teams
Carolina
playing on
McCaffrey.
Sunday night. You picked your man 100th Cousins to win.
Well, it
last
wasn't
week.
his fault they lost. Let's just be honest. He didn't play bad.
You
Okay.
picked him to win last week. and
They
he did.
should have won.
Now he goes to face your other team in Dallas, being the Cowboys. So you
Yeah,
have your
it's
man
conflicting. But,
Cousins or Dak.
well, we know Kirk Cousins' history against the NFC East. Not good, especially against the Cowboys. I think only one win.
I think he only has one win against.
And
the
it
Cowboys.
he won't add another one because the Cowboys will win Sunday night in Jerry World primetime, $1 billion playpen. Dak, Zeke, don't look now. Zeke's back in shape. He lost that Cowboy weight. Over 100 yards last 3 games. Amari's playing well. The defense is coming together. I like getting Michael Bennett and having Lawrence and Quinn and those kids back there. So I like the Cowboys in a close
Fun
game.
fact: did Michael Bennett stay in the locker room?
I don't know, but I know he played. So.
Yeah, I know he was on the field. That's all I know. Good job, Jerry. Throwing a couple extra ducats his way because they restructured his contract to give him incentives. So he wants to play. He's motivated. You know, I love Dak. I love Zeke. I love the Cowboys because they're going to the Super Bowl and they're going to win Sunday night.
So it pains me to pick this quarterback to ever win
Picking First Cousins.
an NFL game. But I'm definitely going with the Minnesota Vikings
won't
to
pick the
win this
Cowboys?
game. No, I'm not picking the Cowboys.
Evenly.
I'm definitely going to go with the Minnesota Vikings to win this game. Adam Thielen isn't playing.
And that's why I think it helps Dallas as well.
But I think that Stephon Diggs, I think Dalvin Cook is going to have a game. He's been down the past couple weeks.
Been very quiet lately.
The past couple of weeks he has been down, so I think this is going to be a resurgence game. I have the Vikings winning. What's the spread on this?
Dallas by 3.
It's over under.
Let's see. I didn't write down over-unders. But Dallas by 3 is the spread.
Why you look that up? Who you got, bro?
This is a hard one for me to pick as well. I do like the role that the Cowboys are getting on right now. I think they're getting back to them.
47.5.
Ooh, I can see that. Definitely over.
It could be a high score.
I like it. I like the high score.
Yeah. But yeah. With all that being said, give me the Vikings.
Welcome.
That's fine. I'll take that. I like this.
Welcome to the Vikings. Like I said, I just expect Dalvin Cook to have a very good game. Stephon Diggs as well. They're gonna need another playmaker. I don't know who that is at this moment, but I like the Vikings defense better than that Cowboys.
Say y'all love
defense
First
as well.
Cousins. How about that? Say that. Say that.
I'm going with the Vikings. I'm not going to say that
Okay.
at all, but right now I'm going with the Vikings.
So, even though Dallas got the win against the Giants and the score looks like it was a widespread margin, it wasn't.
Josh Doxson comes back this week.
I don't care about that at
Is
all.
he in the league still? It's like, no.
I don't care about that at all.
That's not going to manipulate.
Well, it's familiarity. Josh Doxson with Kirk Cousins. They played together in Washington.
Yeah.
He hasn't lived up to any type of potential.
He could fly.
That's
He can
another
get
That's
hurt
about
too.
it.
He
Yeah.
can get
I
hurt.
mean, that's what he does best. You know?
What
Irv
are
Smith
we
Jr.
talking about right
I do
now?
like Irv Smith Jr. out of Alabama all
tight
the time.
end. Yeah, he looks really good.
We're not talking about Josh
That's
Doxson, bro.
okay.
I
like Irv
can't.
Smith too.
Yeah.
So,
He's looked really good the last 2 years.
like I said, the Cowboys looked really bad against the Giants. They found a way to pull it out late. They made some time plays on defense.
every game this year.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I like Saquon did not do anything in the run game, so I'm going to believe that Dalvin Cook is also not going to do anything. Dallas has a pretty good run defense, quietly as it's kept. They're very talented on defense, and they're not a bad defense. I don't trust Stephon Diggs to be a
Is Van Der
consistent.
playing because he didn't play on Monday?
He didn't, but Sean Lee looks pretty good.
Sean Lee, wow. If we talking
Mr.
about people that
Injury
stay hurt,
himself.
He does get hurt a lot, but when he
But
plays,
when he plays,
he's
plays
a good
well.
veteran presence,
he's
which may only be 3 games. Go ahead.
So, with that being said, give me the Dallas Cowboys to
My
get
man.
a good home win against a team and a quarterback that I just can't fully trust.
sure. The Monday night game. This might be
one.
game of the week.
Start with DC because he don't believe
I
in
am going to
49ers.
start with DC.
Or Jimmy
the
G.
Seahawks go to Santa Clara to face the 49ers as Russell Wilson tries to do what only one other team has done, which is beat the unbeaten. So who do you have? The Seahawks or the 49ers winning this game?
First of all, I'm going to say that although I have been very critical, rightfully so, of James Pornstar Garoppolo, he did play very well last week.
Really well last week.
At first it was, scripted plays, timing routes, and then he got comfortable. He got in the zone. He started throwing it down the field.
Kyle Shanahan.
Emmanuel Sanders got it going.
I told you Emmanuel Sanders is the number one wide receiver in the correct offense.
Yeah, but I think he's the number one wide receiver in that offense
Yeah.
because they don't have any other weapons.
I don't think he's a top tier wide receiver, but I think he has the ability to put up number one wide receiver numbers.
I'll put you like this. I'd rather have Stephon Diggs than Emmanuel Sanders. And I don't think Stephon Diggs is that great of a receiver. So
I think Stephon Diggs is a better route runner than Emmanuel Sanders, but I think Emmanuel Sanders is a better overall wide receiver than Stephon Diggs.
I think Stephon Diggs is faster. I think he's more explosive, and I think he can change the
At
game.
this point,
in
I would
ways,
say he's faster, yeah, because Emmanuel Sanders is old.
Yeah, man.
which is part of my point. But all that said, this is the first real test for the 49ers this season.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they pass it. I think MVP Russ comes in there. The Seahawks play best when they have a chip on their shoulder. Chris Carson's off to another quiet but very productive season. I think they won't be able to run the ball in San Francisco. Let me just get that out the way right now. But I think Russell Wilson
is disgusting.
I think Russell Wilson and Tyler Lockett can take advantage of Richard Sherman.
Honestly.
I told y'all Tyler Lockett was the number one receiver.
Their front seven is literally their first seven rotational linemen at this point because they can literally rotate in seven linemen. They're all first round.
And they still have the best middle linebacker. Oh no, the Seahawks have the best middle linebacker in football. But I think that plays a difference in what they'll be able to do. I don't think San Francisco will be able to rely on the run like they typically do. And if you put the ball in James Garoppolo's hands, that favors the Seahawks, in my opinion. The spread on this game is San Fran by 6. I think Seattle not only covers that spread, but I think they win this game. Give me the Hawks.
Byron?
You call him Jimmy? What? James Porn?
James Porn Star Garoppolo.
I call
Porn
him
Star James, baby.
Jimmy GQ because he's a heartthrob out there in the Bay Area.
That's why he goes on dates with porn stars, ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen.
must be nice. Teach me the ways. But I love Kyle Shanahan. I thought it was a great hire. John Lynch, they're doing a fantastic job. I believe in the 49ers this week. I think they win. They will win in the trenches, offensive and defensive line, running the football. They probably won't have a lot of success, but I think the Seahawks defense is a little weak in the secondary. And I think the 49ers will be able to wreak havoc on their offensive line. Russell Wilson maybe running around a little bit. I love Tyler Lockett like that. I love Tyler Lockett, though. He's my guy. Very underrated. One of the best receivers in the league. But I think the Seahawks cover, but 49ers in a close one. They stay undefeated.
Bro, I'm only going to go roll with 49ers. It's not even... I like Russ. I really think he's in the top 2 MVP race right now.
I think he's number 1.
Yeah, he's number 1. Especially after last week.
Last week helped out.
Yeah, he balled out last week. But
5 touchdowns.
like I said, this is a 49ers defense. That front 7, as you mentioned, the back end is not playing bad at all either. I just think it's going to be harder for him this week, you know?
And the 49ers have had, 2 weeks almost?
Yeah, to kind of rest.
Running themselves.
Yeah, so with that being said, I think Jimmy G and the more him and Sanders get familiar with one another, his numbers will increase.
George Kittle starting to come back.
He is coming back to life. He's coming back to life.
But so yeah, I like
Zach Ertz also had a showing last week.
Yeah,
he did.
But yeah, give me the 49ers.
9 for 103.
I'm rolling with the
12
49ers.
for 103. It was not. Yeah,
It was
9 for 103. Yeah. This was a tough decision game for me, only because as much as I wanted to pick the Seahawks to end the streak there, I don't have the Seahawks going 2-0 against the 49ers this year. I think they'll split 1-1. So for that instance, I will have to go with these guys on this side of the table and say that the 49ers win this week. I do have them then losing when the Seahawks.
When they go to Seattle.
Yeah, when they go to Seattle, I'm going to have them losing.
I think I might pick San Fran in that game, actually. Seattle doesn't look the same at home. They almost lost to Cincinnati week 1. They almost lost Tampa Bay this week. They lost to us at home. They're not the same home team that we've known Seattle to be. And I like their mentality on the road. So that's why I'm picking them to go where they're underdogs, where they feel like America's against them, and they get a tough win. But continue.
Yeah, I'm going to pick the 49ers this week. I think this is going to be ground and pound. Can your defensive line stop my offensive line and us running the football? And I think that the 49ers have a variety of running backs that they're going to be able to throw at the Seattle defense, which isn't that good. I don't think that they're good at any level of defense currently. They're shelling them for themselves. I do think that Russell Wilson will have a good game.
He will.
I think he's going to be able to pick apart Richard Sherman. And the one thing about the 49er defense that you can do something against, which is pass the ball. I think that the 49ers may be able to keep the ball out of his hands enough running. So I'm going to go 49ers.
3 straight home games, I think, for the 49ers. So we'll see how good they are. Like I said, I think they got the Packers coming up, too.
This week on a bye, we have a lot of teams on the bye this week. You have the Philadelphia Eagles, the just lost Patriots, the Washington Redskins, the Broncos, who have Brandon Allen, who beat the Browns last week, the Jacksonville London Jaguars, who will be starting Nick Foles next week, and then the Houston
Good
Texans.
run for
Minshew Mania is over.
Do you think
Everybody
they trade him?
shave your mustache.
I think it's
they trade
you paying Nick
Foles?
Foles so
No.
much money you
No,
have to
I'm
play
thinking
him.
about
That
Minshew.
Minshew
I think
hasn't.
you keep
he's
him
And he
both.
played
so up
bad.
and down.
He played
He's
bad
so
the
up
last
and
couple
down.
I'd keep both.
I'd keep
in
both
case
as
because
well.
Nick Foles
That's what I'm
does have an
saying. But
injury
you just
history.
paid him so much, you have to see.
You
what
got to
he
see what
is.
he's about,
Yeah.
and then also he has a questionable injury history. So if he
And
does get hurt,
Jaguars
Keep Minshew. Yeah.
may need a spark. You never know.
Yeah.
We'll see how it plays out. Week 10, double digits now, and we always want to talk about it here on Disqualified Opinions. We'll talk about it next week.